welcome back to Let's Play Katawa Shoujo. My eyes now as suspicion as a thought crosses into my mind. Also, the previous part was really short, wasn't it? I think I said something. I might record it later on or something. Ends up being the next day, of course. Wait, this isn't just some trick to get me to do some more student council stuff, right? No, of course not! I also noticed when I loaded that this scene is called Shanghai. What the hell? Obviously gonna have something to do with the Shanghai. I mean, that's pretty obvious. That's really mean to think that you just assume like that, He-chan. And besides, you're in the student council now, remember? If we wanted you to do something for us, we wouldn't have to trick you. Ha ha ha! This is the kind of vision that is new to me. Only two pretty girls could pull it off. I allow myself to relax a bit. Maybe I'm being too paranoid. Seems like they may really just want to hang out. Nevertheless, no tricks. No tricks! Stop being so paranoid! Well, if you say so. Suddenly I realize I am still wearing my pajamas. I wonder if you'd let me dress up first. Hey, why, He-chan? You look just fine. I'd still prefer wearing something else. I close the door before she gets a chance to reply and quickly pull on my uniform. Stepping back in the hallway, I see Shizune and Misha are engaged in an animated discussion. I wonder if people discussing inside ever accidentally poke each other in the eyes. While I'm contemplating this, Shizune taps me on the shoulder impatiently. So we're planning on slipping into town. Remember that tea shop we were at on Wednesday? Tea shop? It's just like, come on, man. Well, it changes every route, essentially. It ends up being all over again. But we've seen the freaking Shanghai so many times in this LP, where it just feels like something like that being stated is like, it's understandable though, because technically on this route so far he's only been there once, but man, so many times. You don't remember? Oh, you mean that cafe? Tea shop, it's called the Shanghai. China is the birthplace of tea, you know? Come on, He-chan, I'll even treat you today. Not me, I mean Chi-chan, ha ha ha. I don't know. It's nice, it's really relaxing, it's like half cafe, half restaurant, half sophisticated, half library. What? That's a lot of halves. But Misha doesn't seem to notice that. So, come on, it's not often that we have this much free time. If you're busy though, you don't have to. It's not like your presence is absolutely required. Ha 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 ha! I've never seen more weakly disguised reverse psychology in my life. I feel kind of tired today. My teachers in my classes might want to know where I am. Maybe. I'm pretty tired as well, but it's essentially been me the past few weeks or so. Doesn't help with the weather changing. It's like gone all just cloudy and gloomy and blah. On the other hand, I haven't really been into town at all since I got here, so this is a good reason to head there. Also, I could use something to eat. If it's Shizune Street, even better. I'm totally broke. Alright, let's go. Lead the way. Great! We make it to the cheese shop with a 15-minute walk. It seems that we are the only customers around. Is it always this quiet in the morning? By that I mean, is it always this empty? No, this is kind of weird. Hey, this isn't a bad thing though, right? You're right. We take our seats at a large square wooden table, and it hits me that I don't know what this place serves. I just went with what you call recommended the last time. Hey, is there a menu or something? No, read it properly. Hey, is there a menu or something? Nope. That was a strange amount of this. So, Hee-chan, have you decided what you're going to order? What? No menu. He was like, hey, you gonna order something? I look around the store and can't see anything resembling a menu. I don't understand. What's up with this place? Who gives? Is this some kind of secret shop? Can you normally only enter here with a secret handshake? Some kind of wink and a nod? Do you need someone to vouch for you? Well, blood oath. Damn it, it was nothing like this last time. I don't know, last time I think I just got coffee. What do they serve here? Tea! Well, that's not just tea, right? Not only tea. There's other stuff too, right? Clearly! Clearly? Like what? There are no menus here. Where are the menus? They're playing an old joke on me. There is no way out of this. All I can do is brace myself for the inevitable oncoming burn. There must be a menu, and they're clearly just hiding it from me. I almost want to walk out of the store, but I am already sitting down. It would be improper to leave now. The unspoken rules of polite social conduct block my exit like a wall of fire. I decide to play it safe. I'll order what they order if it's acceptably manly enough. Whatever. Why don't you two order before me? Ladies first. Well played, Hee-chan, but we already ordered. How is that possible? When? How? From who? We're regulars. We come here so often that we don't have to do that anymore. Well, I guess you've had enough. We're sitting on the menus, of course. I knew it. To be fair, I've actually seen this scene before, but that was freaking ages ago, and I can't really remember it. But I kind of, it seemed kind of obvious that it was behind me. Ha ha ha! Pranks, yay! I look around at the other tables. There are no menus on any of them. That means they must just keep them in a big stack near the door or something. What a thing to sit on, and what speed to grab them so quickly. Well, whatever. Can I have one then? You can take one if you want, but you're not the kind of person who should do something that isn't that right? No, not the pronunciation now. I tell them that I just like some coffee and put my head down on the cool tabletop. Coffee? This is a very high-class establishment, and you're going to order coffee? I can tell they're messing with me again. In that case, I'll have whatever you're having. Hee-chan is drinking a special tea that is only grown in remote areas of India. Tea is still handmade by a tribe of tea makers who have passed some efforts down in their families for generations. They must wade through alligator-infested waters to obtain the leaves once a year. On each trip, some do not make it back alive. I can't drink that. I would feel too guilty. Then I'll have what you're having. I don't know what I'm drinking. How? Fine, then. I want the tea that people died for. No, never mind. I'll have coffee. If this is a very high-class establishment, then they should have very high-class coffee, right? No one died for it, right? The perfect answer. There's no way they can stand against it. Shizune shrugs as if to say, well played. They still didn't answer my second question. Misha calls for Yuko, who brings over our drinks and a single incredibly tiny yellow cake with a little black plastic fork stuck in each for each of us. I eat my cake in one bite, amazed at how it's probably the least filling thing I've ever eaten. Hee-chan, do you have any plans for tomorrow? Misha takes a gulp of her tea. Something suspiciously high class, even though it looks like ordinary tea. She drinks with incredible recklessness, considering how hot it is, the exact opposite of Shizune or Lily. Plans? That sounds ominous. Plans? Yes. Yes, I'm incredibly busy tomorrow. In fact, I have so much to do that I will not have any free time at all. That's right, none whatsoever. And everything I have to do is extremely important. Very, very important. Misha giggles, clearly not buying it, then signs it all back to Shizune, who nods slowly and deliberately while looking very unamused. Suddenly she leans forward, staring at electrically at my face like a human lie detector, waiting for the smallest tell to give me away. After at least a minute of this, she sits back down in her seat and takes a sip of tea. Okay, Hee-chan, if you're that busy, we don't have anything to do tomorrow, so we thought maybe you would want to hang out with us at the festival. You're new here anyway, right? So we thought we would show you around and have some fun together. But if you're that busy, we understand. Oh well. The both of them shrug together in perfect sync as if they've rehearsed it. Hee-chan, you're so paranoid. And you'll never beat me anyway, so why ball again so worked up about it? Wow, Chi-chan! Beat you? What are you talking about? She talked about the reason, whatever. I never realized that was just a game there. I thought I was the only one who saw it as competition. You know, hey, do you, Hee-chan? Because I don't. You can't outwit me. Well, Hee-chan, not me. What are you talking about, Chi-chan? Yeah, what the frickin' hell are you talking about? This freaking dialogue is weird. As is that face. I can see Shizune smiling craftily, daring me to enter this battle of wills and wits with her. When he is pushed to the edges of despair, a man has no choice but to sink or grasp at the fleeting wisps of hope. Fight with all his power against the inevitabilities of his fate and struggle against the impossible. For even if he fails, at least fail knowing that he dared greatly. Or something like that. Well, we'll see about that. Don't underestimate me. Don't you have to follow through to make good on that, Hee-chan? Oh, well, I could get lucky, don't count out that possibility. You won't! I will, wait. Let's make a wager on it then. I don't care about competition. That's a blatant lie. Wait, what exactly do you mean? That's okay if you don't know, neither do I. So it's settled then. Alright. What? Didn't you hear what I just said? Now let's flip the stakes. What the winner wins, or more interestingly, what the loser loses. Hey! It's a very dangerous game I'm playing. Shizune herself is a very dangerous girl, if she can only think in terms of winning and losing. She believes every time that I talk of her as some kind of battle of wills. I don't think I could take it. That kind of thing drives people insane. She's too... yeah, my pronunciation. Before this, I'd assumed she was just kind of stoic. But nevertheless, I'm interested. In hindsight, I realized that I just challenged her to what is essentially a duel without any rules. That won't end until one of us, what? I guess that's it. That's so vague. What are the conditions for winning or losing? First person to feel stupid loses? Well, you've already lost then. I don't know, I've never had to think of anything like this before. Never? Never. So, you have never gambled, Hee-chan? I'm surprised you two have. Oh, come on, it's just for fun, anyway, between friends. It's about causing humiliation, suffering, and absolute despair. Isn't that the point? I don't really know what to say, man. I just like making movement with my freaking hands in that kind of, kind of like what the fuck kind of way, when you just raise your hands to the side like in the kind of, I don't fucking know. But you can't see that. It's just like, it's about humiliation and suffering and despair. Very masochistic indeed. Honestly, I wouldn't want to be friends with someone who, likes to humiliate people, especially those close to them, and make them feel despair. That sounds like a pretty shitty friendship if you ask me, but whatever. Shizune puts a finger to her temple thoughtfully. How about this, Hee-chan? If you lose, you have to go to school one day without any pants on. Now I'm reminded of Higurashi. I mean, remember all the times I've said, you know what, after Clannad was supposed to LP Higurashi, but I didn't. I still haven't LP'd it. But in Higurashi there's a similar thing, like, where Keiichi, I think, was the well, essentially the protagonist, but he's not the only protagonist, because in the answer arcs and stuff, it kind of switches perspective and stuff. It's kind of weird. But essentially, in the first story arc thing, like when he's introduced to everyone, because he moves there, and they have a similar kind of competitive nature as well, so it kind of reminds me of that. Are you insane? I think that's clearly obvious. Hello, in comparison to what I was afraid she would say. It's pretty mild. Can't we just bet money like normal people? It's not like you could match my wager if we did. Now it's your turn, but nothing permitted, understand? Ha 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 ha! I think I need more time. I'd be absolutely useless at these type of things, because like, when he's just like, you lost, you gotta do this, and I'm just like, nah. It's like, what? What's the rules? It's like, fuck the rules, I don't care. This is going to have me constantly on edge for weeks. Okay, come on, you should both hurry up, your drinks are getting cold. I quickly down the rest of my coffee as Shizune does the same, staring at me with a fierce look of competition in her eyes. Yeah, if I was in Hisao's position, probably wouldn't get along too well with Shizune, with this kind of like nature of this competitive stuff, because if it comes to stuff like that, I just like, you lose, you have to do this, and I just be like, nah, I'll pass. It's like, you lost the game though, you gotta do this. It's like, no man, I don't care. It's just a game. It's like when people lose something and it's just like, okay, if you lose this, you've got to do something incredibly mind-bogglingly stupid, potentially dangerous to your health, but you lost, so you've got to do it. I'd be like, no, fuck off, I'm not doing that. Just like, I'm using my brain here. I don't care about this freaking rule shit for this whole winner or loser thing. Fuck it. I'm not freaking going to, like, do that, essentially. I quickly down the rest of my read that. It seems like a waste for her to be gulping down something that someone may have died for her to enjoy. Well, she is very masochistic, a bit of a sadist as well. Hee-chan, are you sure you don't want to hang out tomorrow? A lot of people are looking forward to it. You don't want to miss out. And you can, like, end up, like, losing more games and having more punishment game stuff, whatever. I mumble unintelligibly at her. I don't really understand. It's time to think. Shizune's drink is smaller, but I can consume mine faster. If Shizune finishes her drink first, she might skip out on paying, leaving me to pick up the tab, even though she said the drinks were on her. Because I have no money on me, I would be humiliated, and therefore this could be considered a loss. And Shizune would be considered a cheapskate bastard. If I finished first, the laws of chivalry would make me look like a jerk, as I would need to run out of this tea house, leaving her to pay for everything. That could also be considered a loss. She would use that. In the event of a draw, she may attempt to run out the door, and I'll probably do the same. This might lead to a collision at the door, which would be humiliating, but not overly so, and Misha would be left to pick up the tab. This is really childish. I'm a little disappointed, Shizune, out of myself. Well, Hee-chan, it'd be really nice if we could all celebrate how we put everything together for the festival by taking a look at our handiwork. Misha seems oblivious to the fact that an epic battle of wills is raging in front of her. I wouldn't call it epic. I nod slowly and down the last of my coffee. Well, I'm finished enjoying my drink. I guess it's time for me to leave, and I'm going to leave now, calmly. You too, Shi-chan? Why are you two acting so weird? I quickly walk at the door and Shizune follows. Misha's going to have to foot the bill. Sorry, Misha. Catching up to me, Shizune quickly pushes her glass up and presses a note into my hand. If you lose, you have to come hang out with us tomorrow. This is new, isn't it? This is the first time she's communicated with him outside of Misha translating. So you think you can win today? That's kind of cocky, Shizune. I forgot for a second that she can't hear me. I nod. Right now, she seems much cuter than she usually is, smiling softly with a hint of confidence coming through. Shizune looks energetic and carefree, although it could just be the caffeine. She winks and extends her hand for a handshake. I wonder if there's a buzzer in there and she plans to shock me. That doesn't seem like something she would do, so I accept. With a squeeze, she pushes another note into my hand. I momentarily think that it's a buzzer and wonder if she could kill me. The shock could kill me, I mean. Shizune smokes and then runs off. You probably don't know how to get back to school from here. There will be work waiting for you when you do. See you then. I crush the note in my fist dramatically, but no one is there to see it, and that makes me sad. It's like I wanted someone to see me like dramatic kind of blast it. I wonder if it's too late to go back to the shop and ask Misha for directions. But then again, I give her a hard time for not knowing the way here, so I can't follow her to school off not knowing the way back. And if I ask her, Shizune could see it as a victory. No, it's not necessary. The bird is chirping. Well, was. The school is on top of it. No, it still is. Damn hill. How hard could it be to find? I may be slightly directionally challenged, but I'm sure that even I can do this. That's what they all say. About an hour and a half later, I walked along paved path leading from the gates to the main building. Haha! Just the person we were waiting for! So you made it here eventually, Hee-chan. Good! Now it's time for work! Misha and Shizune had laid an ambush for me in the main lobby of the ground floor, and I walked straight into it. I should have just circled around the school like I had originally planned, but I thought that was overreacting and being silly. You know, just like, I don't know, man, maybe he could have like avoided them altogether and just went back to his room and just went to sleep or some shit, and then later on he just like randomly appears. I don't know. Misha is waving a fixed echo of printouts in my general direction, taunting me. We sort of need your help. Sort of? We need your help. You will help us. Misha speaks with her usual playful, carefree manner, but even so I can hear Shizune's unnerving, hard severity behind it. That sounds like an order. Really? Is it? It is? Ah, sorry, Hee-chan, I guess it is. She doesn't sound very sorry at all. I thought we had almost everything done by now, but it turns out we have all these signs to attach to backing boards. More hands make light work. And everybody wins! Ha ha ha! Aha! This is your duty after all as a member of the Student Council, which you are a part of. As a member of the Student Council. Ha ha ha! Ah ha ha! It's a simple task, so getting it out of the way now would be good. It's not that much work, a small thing, really. And we'd really appreciate your help. Really, really appreciate it. Besides, it's time to pay back for us treating you so nicely. So nicely my ass, man. I've been trolling him half the time. So the tea shop was a trap after all. You two-timing scoundrels! Don't say that, it was completely unrelated. We wanted to celebrate you joining the council. But why did she bring that up then? But why is... Seriously, that indicates sounds. It's like, hurrah! Well, she's deaf and all, so she... Again, just like... I don't know anyone who is actually deaf, and I don't know a lot about deafness. So, if someone's deaf, does that, I mean, you wouldn't be able to learn how to speak or anything, but would they still be capable of making, you know, vocal sounds of some sort? I don't know. No buts, you're coming with us. I don't even get to finish my sentence as they grab me by the arms and try to pull me towards their office. Misha laughs giddily as she and Shizune exchange sly looks behind my back. I don't think you have a choice in this, Hee-chan. Ha ha ha! There are two of us, so don't even try to get away now. Don't take us lightly. Hee-chan, it's your duty to help us anyway, as a member of the Student Council. Alright. How could I forget? But seriously, aren't there other people who can help you? Like who, Hee-chan? You were fine with helping us yesterday. Yesterday is not today. And anyway, anyone who isn't me. Why don't you have anyone else in the council? I think that's obvious. I mean, we've like seen how Shizune acts. I mean, like he says, like this type of attitude would drive a person insane. They probably might have been past members, but they, like, after having to deal with Shizune's personality, it's like, fuck this shit, I'm out. That's what we like to know. What we like to know, I mean. Misha's laughter explodes through the hall. She doesn't notice a grimace on my face at all. It's right, it's just the two of them, isn't it? Alright, okay, I'll help you. Misha runs her tongue over her teeth, looking quite pleased. That's my Hee-chan, I knew we could trust you! So predictable! When we get to the student council room, my jaw drops. The number of signs, backing boards and signposts is insane. They're stacked all over the place like building material at a construction site. Something I'll let Shizune and Misha know right off the bat. There's so many signposts here, you could probably build a second wall around the school with them. Really? Well, there are a lot of them, so maybe. No? How do you know that, Shi-chan? Really? Don't tell me she's actually considered it. Shizune hesitates and pushes her glasses up a bit as Misha lets out a very uneasy sounding laugh. So she has considered it. That's irrelevant, Hee-chan. Can you get on with making the signs, please? Alright. Well, I ought to lie to, though. I thought you said it wouldn't be that much work. Oh, well, Shi-chan meant it wouldn't be that much work for us. Someone has to supervise you while you do this, you know, to make sure you're doing it right. And those people will be us. So, what are you two going to do? Watch you! No, that was just a joke, Hee-chan. We'll help out too, of course. Student council is really supposed to have a lot more people. This is just a bad year, fewer people than usual, even though we already didn't have many the year before. And then there's just a lot more work than before too. Besides, Shi-chan likes working with you, and so do I. We've accomplished a lot more than we normally could, you know. I can accept that. Lately, they've been looking a little fatigued every time I see them. Student council work is apparently a 24-hour-a-day thing, and from what I've seen and heard, there are just the two of them. Well, I guess I may get free. They must work almost non-stop. I wonder how much time they spend working in this room when I don't see them. And I've even glimpsed Misha taking naps sometimes without Shizune at her side. By herself, Shizune has to be working 60-hour weeks during her student council duties, on top of regular classes. 2 hours pass and I reach for a tack only to find the box is empty. Shizune grabs it before I can even say anything. She smiles, tossing it expertly into a trash can, along with another empty box of tacks. You know, when you throw something in the bin from a distance and it lands in the bin perfectly, don't you just go, yes! But when it doesn't, you're just like, ah, fuck. I remember this, a while back I was cleaning my freaking fan and had these wipes. And just I used I don't know how many wipes, but it was I just throw them into the bin. The first one hit the bin, landed in the bin perfectly. It was yeah! All the other ones missed. Every single last one of them. And I don't know how many there were, but there were a lot of other ones, and each time it missed. First time, freaking perfect. Other times, complete fail. So you're out too, Hee-chan. Don't worry, Shi-chan said she'll get some more. We went for a box too, but me and Shi-chan decided to wait until we needed a new box as well before getting a new one. Something about that strikes me as odd. Wait, we both ran out of tacks just now. Wow, what a weird coincidence, huh? Well, actually, Hee-chan, we ran out 20 minutes ago, and there was only one spare box of tacks, the ones we gave to you. And you were flying through those pretty quickly, so we thought that we should wait until we both had no more tacks before getting more.
Then Shi-chan could go get get fresh books of text for all of us at the same time. You know, for efficiency.
Shizune nods, preparing to step out the door. Wait a second, so what did you two do for the past 20 minutes?
Nothing, of course. What could we do? We had no taxi-chan.
Shizune and Misha exchange knowing glances before they give me a perfectly synchronized and incredibly exaggerated simultaneous shrug. I see, so you decided to take a break. Clever.
Oh, we know it was clever.
Whose idea was it?
The both of us, of course. Ha ha ha! Well, He-chan, it was all Shi-chan's idea.
I turn immediately to Shizune, who gives me a curt wave and a surprisingly cheery smile before quickly vanishing out the door. Well then, why don't you just say you wanted to take a break? I used to think that Shizune and Misha were polar opposites. Misha always seemed so energetic and playful, like any other girl. Shizune, on the other hand, always seemed distant, aggressively manipulative and vaguely scary, but distant. There were times when I thought that she had no sense of humor. As cute as she was, I'd almost never seen her smile, not to mention all the other things. The analytical stare, the regimental stoic expression, and even her penmanship, so mechanically precise that everything she writes looks typed. But Shizune and Misha aren't as different as I'd thought. That's a weird thing about that. He's like, thought Shizune was like full-on 100% stoic kind of person that's all like business and like kind of intimidating a bit, but with no sense of humor or something like that. It kind of reminds me of myself. Like, in public or anything like that, whenever I'm around other people, I usually look and act very different, like, to how I am right here, where I'm just kind of acting all carefree and just rambling and all that, you know, making jokes. But, like, if I was, like, around other people and all that, tends to, like, unless I'm overly familiar enough with the people that I'm around, I'm usually either completely silent, or when I'm actually speaking, it's kind of reserved. It's not like where I'm just cracking jokes and stuff like that. I'm just generally kind of just being more carefree. It's more kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. Well, I suppose I don't tend to act the way I do in my videos around anyone, really. Not to, like, where I'm like that at all times. That'd be weird, wouldn't it? It's more kind of down to earth, I describe it, I guess. That's how some people I've known me have said my personality is like when I suppose, aside from my kind of goofy kind of in these videos, I suppose, but yeah, the idea. People generally seem to think of me as kind of a down-to-earth kind of guy. But anyways, I'm rambling, so that's not so down-to-earth, that's more of in the clouds. But Shizune and Misha really aren't as different as I thought. I'm a little surprised.
Why?
Shizune, I didn't think that she liked to joke around like that. What I mean to say is, I didn't know that she could act so girlish. It was actually pretty cute.
You'd be surprised, He-chan.
What about that girlish, exactly? What's he referring to? Well, I didn't know you and her were so close either. First time I saw you. I've always been curious to how those two met. Do you two go far back or something? Childhood friends? Next door neighbors?
Sorry, He-chan, it's not anything like that, even if it would be cuter that way. When I came to this school, they just placed me next to Chi-chan, and she looked like a very serious person. And I thought, I'm going to be spending the rest of the year next to this person, maybe. So it'd be nice if we could be friends, but I wonder if she liked me. And I learned that she was deaf, you know. He-chan, the first time I just thought she was ignoring me. But luckily I knew a little sign language and became friends.
You know, honestly, around some people, they must think that I must be deaf or something. Not because just like, does he not even hear me? But because I rarely speak. Just like, is he deaf? Does he not speak or anything? And even if someone were to actually say that to someone else, I wouldn't answer it. I'd still remain silent, just like, I don't know. I want to know where Misha learned how to sign, but I guess that's something for another time.
Now I guess we're always together. It's nice. I've always wanted someone to listen to me, and I think Shi-chan likes having someone to talk to. So everybody wins.
Yeah, well, that's nice.
That's it. You look disappointed, Hee-chan. What were you expecting? You know, Hee-chan, I don't think that me and Shizune thanked you properly.
For what?
Joining the student council. You've been a real help to us, Hee-chan. I think I will get a lot more sleep now.
Well, I'm glad I could help, if it helps a young woman sleep at night.
That's an interesting thing to say, Hee-chan. Shi-chan really appreciates you helping us out too.
At that moment, Shizune steps back into the room, looking slightly annoyed and sipping offhandedly from a juice box. She throws 2 boxes of tacks on the floor with a wry smile.
Ah, Shi-chan!
Misha opens her mouth to speak, but then quickly closes it as Shizune suddenly crumbles a juice box with a crunch like the sound of breaking bones. I can tell that each harsh, squeaking hand gesture is most likely an epithet. What's she saying?
It was just very hard to get these. I guess that is an understatement, Shi-chan.
Shizune calms down a bit, straightening her glasses and lightly brushing her bangs back with one finger. Wait.
It really wasn't a big deal in retrospect. That's forward thinking of you.
Wait. Maybe that's why. If she went off to get the tax by herself, she probably had to ask someone for it, and Misha not there to translate and all that. So it probably was a bit of a pain in the ass, I'm assuming.
Alright then, I guess the two of us should get back to work, Hee-chan.
Sure, why not? A lot of times when I say why not, I think of the freaking Pokemon called Why Nots. By the time we're done with the signs, it's already getting dark out. Like those emotion things, like the smiley face, winking face, face with a tongue sticking out, the angry face, stuff like that. And just like general little images, and like people will make a whole sentence using that. I can imagine why not being put in there, just like, okay, there's just put the why not in the sentence of emotions and you'll get what that means, if you actually know the name of the Pokemon anyway. By the time we're done with the signs, it's already getting dark out. I hadn't expected something like this to take so long, but then again, if it were that easy, I doubt Shizune and Misha would have asked for my help. Shizune falls into a nearby chair, cracking her knuckles systematically and letting out a muted yawn. A muted yawn? Again, that goes back to that. It's just even if you're deaf, I don't know if it affects you in that way entirely, where you make no sound from your mouth, anything. You don't have. I should really look up stuff about that, I think, because I have no idea. Because I just don't know.
That's all for today, I guess. That's a good thing. Shi-chan, I'm very tired too. I love you for time anyway. We'll finish off this scene now, I guess. That took longer than expected. You agree? We didn't expect it to take so long either. Not as planned. I'm so hungry I just realized I hadn't eaten all day. Now that I think about it, I've eaten nothing since I woke up this morning. But right now I'm almost too tired to think about food. It reminds me of, I think I mentioned in the previous part even, when I ended up sleeping for an entire day. I went to sleep in the morning and woke up the next freaking day in the early hours of the morning, 4 a.m. And I made that realization a couple hours after that I didn't eat anything within that time. Just man, what the hell? No wonder why I felt so much like crap. That, and when you oversleep, you tend to wake up feeling like crap regardless. I think they already stopped serving dinner. This can't be happening. Hee-chan, can you think of any way we could obtain food?
Obtain food? I don't like your tone of voice.
Why not order out? Oh, that's right, I guess I could do that.
Order out? From where?
From town, of course.
I didn't know they delivered to the school. Well, what are you gonna get? What are they going to get? I can't remember, honestly. I've played through this scene. I'll like, spoil it. It's not really much of a spoiler since it's obviously an inevitable thing. But Hisao does eventually learn a bit of sign language. And that's the point of the route where, like, beyond that point, I have no further knowledge of this route. But we haven't quite got to that yet. But I can't remember half of it anyway. I didn't even go through much of it. I'm not even sure if I even got to the point where Shizune's route actually begins, but whatever. And, why did I bring that up then? Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure what they actually are going to order. But does it really matter? It's going to be a takeaway of sorts, so it could be anything really. It's just be like, let's have Indian, or let's have Chinese, let's have a pizza, let's have a kebab. It's like, I don't know. That's one thing that my mother seems to have a habit of ordering a lot, is Indian. Damn obsessed with it, man. I mean, Indian's alright and all, but honestly I prefer Chinese. Or pizza. Mostly pizza, because sadly the Chinese that I used to have changed owners or something, so it doesn't have my usual menu kind of thing going on. Which is a shame, but anyways, I'll see you next time, viewers, when we will find out what type of takeout they will have. Probably a pizza or like something like ramen or something, I imagine. But anyways, I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.